know, I want us all to take a moment to recognize something that is a historical event for me here tonight, and I think probably for many of the people in this room too, and that is to see uniformed officers. An LGBT political gathering, uniformed service members. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. All of us in this room courage. I will never forget this night for that moment. And thank you to Senator Feinstein for being one of the people who helped make that possible. This event, this mentorship award, is actually very meaningful to me. It caused me to think back to my early days of interacting with the LGBT community, which wasn't called that at that time. And, you know, when I was in college, basically being an advocate for gay rights meant hanging out with your friends who were deciding whether to come out, when to come out, who it was safe to come out to, standing up for them, encouraging them, and standing up when there were people who wanted to use someone's sexual identification in a completely inappropriate manner as a means of discrimination, and just having a lot of conversation with people who thought they didn't know anyone who was gay. And this country still has a long ways to go. Some friends, family friends, were here a few years ago from Milwaukee, and they took the train from San Jose to San Francisco, and they took a bus tour around San Francisco and came back up to Sacramento. And I asked them, you know, what did you think of San Francisco? And they said, you know, we were there the whole day and we did not see a single gay person. You know, aside from having to clear my throat and look at the floor, it was so funny. I thought, you know, there's still just really a lot of work to be done, and a lot of one-on-one work. So that's something that we all have to do. We all have to reach out a hand when it's important. This year, I'm going to be asking you all very shortly to reach out a hand to people who are not registered to vote and who should. We are about 3 weeks away. We're about 3 weeks away from having online voter registration in the state of California. I mean, totally online, no paper. We will get the signature from the DMV, and unless you don't have a driver's license, you still have to sign something and put a stamp on it. But otherwise, it's going to be online. But most people who aren't registered to vote, when they're asked why, say, well, gee, nobody asked me to. So just ask. You'll have a link to our site. All you'll have to do is email people asking them to register. So that and then later on you can bug them about how to vote. But in the first step, get them to register. And we're about to make it a whole lot easier. And I hope that we have thousands and thousands and thousands of newly registered voters who take advantage of that, who've never been registered before. And that we all have an opportunity to talk to them about the values that elections bring in. But back to this, I want to thank people who are here. Stonewall, YB, you've really grown up. I remember a party in an airport hangar at Santa Monica Airport where it was about 120 degrees. Great people, but it was hot. So it's wonderful to be here with you all. And that's it. We have a lot of work to do still, but I think back to that college time, and if you had said to me, you're going to be having a discussion about the constitutionality of gay marriage 30 or 40 years from now, and you, Deborah, will actually preside over numerous gay marriages, I think I would have been concerned about what substances the person was. It would have seemed like a fantasy, but it's reality, and it's going to be your from sea to shining sea before we know it. In historical terms, it's been a very strong and very fast political movement. And that's thanks to everybody who's just been there with their hearts on the line to do what they do. Thank you.